was having a blessed morning. I am having a blessed morning. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes. Um, I want to talk about this great topic. This topic is near dear to me, right? And it should be near dear to you. The reason why this topic is near dear to me, right? I get in my thoughts every day. And when I get in my thoughts every day, I question my judgment back when I was a young man, teenager, right? And I ask myself, basically, right now as a grown man, I ask myself, why was I thinking the way I was thinking? And you could come up with so many scenarios on why you was thinking the way you was thinking, right? You could come up with blaming your teachers. You could come up with blaming society. You could come up with blaming your circumstances. You could come up with blaming your community. Just about everything, right? That you can blame or that you can contribute to the downfall of yourself or the upliftment of yourself, right? Especially your environment. Your environment plays a major part of your decisions and circumstances. You see, I just don't say these things, right? Just to be saying these things. My objective is to basically, right, is to have us remember, have us retrospect, have us go back into grabbing that young person, right? That was a teenager that didn't have a sense of direction, that didn't have a sense of thoughts, that didn't have a sense of information, that didn't have a sense of guidance, right? As they progress in life. A lot of decisions that we was making because it was based on our circumstances and situation. Now, I'm not saying there are a lot of people that was out there like that at this age of 50 years old, right? And they in their mid 40s and about to hit their 50s. Now, I'm not saying that everybody went through these decisions, but a lot of us in our neighborhoods and the urban communities went through a lot of situations where that if we had some guidance, if we had some understanding, if we had somebody shaking on us 24/7, we would have set ourselves down and talked to the younger self, the young man, to talk to the self, right? Because yourself wasn't yourself, right? Yourself was your circumstances. Yourself was outside. Yourself was someone else's thought. And someone else's thought was based on community, based on environment, based on understanding of your survival at a young age. You understand that? You didn't have no sense of direction. You was young, and your mind, right, was plagued with a lot of stuff. Now, I'm not using this as an excuse, but as we start to progress in life and as we start to elevate in life at this age as a grown man, you want to question yourself. You want to go back in time to question yourself because the knowledge that you have now, you wish you had it back then, right? The knowledge that you have now and wisdom and understanding, you wish you would have had that back then because of the decisions that you made caused you pain and suffering. And maybe you needed pain and suffering at that time because there would have been more pain and suffering upon your loved ones of burying you. You feel me? So you had to go through these things and these obstacles because there's certain things that's put in there in front of you that you cannot see, right? That's fighting against you. And you don't know it because it's dumb, deaf, and blind. So I sit here and I ask myself, right? And I retrospect and I remember and I go back to the younger self, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And I question, right, my thoughts. I question my decisions. I question, right, the younger me, the self of back then. And you ask yourself, do that self still exist? And of a lot of us, yes, it still exists. It's still there, right? It's still plagued. It's still try to resurface. And I want you to understand these certain things, right? Because that is a part of your memory, a part of your thoughts, a part of you. And it may take years and years and years to eradicate this portion of you, but you will never forget. You will never forget this part of you. You will never forget the younger you, the decision that you made. These decisions that we made was life threatening, right? It could have took our lives. It could have landed you in jail for the rest of your life, right? Because the decisions that you make young, because you're young. You don't understand what you're doing. You don't understand it. And I'm talking about from a spiritual sense. I'm not talking about a physical sense. I'm talking about a spiritual sense. And majority of us are at this age and been blessed to reach this age, understand the faculties that we have. And the faculties that we have, right? And I'm not only talking about touch, feel, see, speak. I'm talking about basically the spirituality, the spiritual foundation that you have knowledge now about upon him, that the things that you did in your past you will no longer do. But we still suffer with these traumas and depression of making the decisions in our life. And at times, the younger you resurface. It resurface. So when this younger you resurface, what is your options? What do you do? How do you treat it? How do you conversate with it? You understand what I'm saying? Now these are decisions that you make. These are decisions that you have to embark on. Because a lot of us, right, treat it and conversate it with violence and drugs and alcohol. People are still plagued with this to this day right now. They are still plagued with it. You understand? So to have this mindset and to have this thought is really, really difficult, hard to get away with. How you doing? It makes me happy to see. It makes me happy to see non-brain rot content still on. So, to have these certain things and to remember these certain things, right? As we progress in life, as grown-ups, the younger you, the younger self, that each and every day that you battle, each and every day that you question, right? If you could sit down your younger self, what would be the questions that the knowledge that you have now that you didn't have before? What would be some of the questions that you would ask yourself, or that you would basically try to put into proper perspective and try to do what? What would you do? What would you do? What questions that you will have for your younger self? These are the questions that you must ask yourself. And when you ask yourself that, you keep it to yourself. And once you find the remedies, you keep it to yourself. If you would like to pass it on to others, you will pass it on to others. Because this is the experience that we all suffer with. This is the experience that we all must meet at the end of the day, beginning of the day, the middle of the day, of questioning oneself, the younger you, the younger you. So, the reason why I came up with this content and this video is that we can talk about it. We could discuss it. Because a lot of us do what? We cover up pain, problems. suffering, traumas, heartache with materialistic things. And this stuff is not going to get you through. This is not going to answer your questions, because all it's going to do is feed an appetite. It's going to feed a hunger in you, right? Something that you won't be able to get out of, to constantly go after materialistic things. And these are the things that can lead you down a dark, dark path, or it can leave you ignorant, dumb, deaf, and blind, or it can leave you disrespecting people, putting people down, right? So I want you to basically look into yourselves each and every day and question the younger you. Question the younger you. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching me. Thank you so much for getting out my videos, sharing my videos. I see. Thank you so much for liking these videos, because these videos are really, really important for us. I know there's a lot of hot topics, a lot of shooting, a lot of killings, and everybody is reporting on it. Everybody's reporting. They're running up their numbers. But you have to get back to the basics, right? These same things that we are reporting on, right? That it end up somebody's demise, and we reporting for numbers, for likes, shares, subscribes, for fame, fortune, and riches, for likes, cameras, and actions. We reporting on it. We was plagued with these same things. These individuals unfortunately didn't make it. But being that you made it and you reporting about this, not saying that it's not. Hi Sarah, how you doing? Not saying that it is bad, but you need to do more soul searching within inside of your thoughts. I do it every day. I soul search. I get up in the morning and I think about the younger me. Because I could have ended up just like those other individuals that we are reporting about. These young men that is lost and that's ended up demise of themselves because of the decision that they're making. You understand what I'm saying? And to sit here and to pass judgment upon these individuals is sad. It's sad, and this is what we do. And I'm about to go live again at 8:30, and I want your guys to get in tune and hit your notification bells. This is an actually true fact. Yes. Because at the end of the day, this is really, really important for us. As we report the news and we report these hot topics, we could have been a part of this news. We could have been a part of these hot topics laid out dead and gone. And to run this up, right, as hot topics and run it up for likes, shares, and subscribes, and for materialistic things, it's crazy. You forgot who you are. You forgot who you are. You forgot where you come from, because you have been blinded by what? Materialistic money and everything else. This is serious, man. This is some serious stuff that I'm talking about. So I want you to question the younger you. Question the younger you. And as you question this younger you, you find a solution. You find the ways and actions. That's right. You will find it. And I'm about to go live at 8:30. I want you to check this out at 8:30. And the topic is going to be about go into the corner. How many of your guys remember the corner? How many of your guys remember the closet? Go in the closet. Go in the closet, the dark closet. You remember the closet? Get in my comments if you ever went in the closet and was scared of the closet. I want you to get in that. That's going to be, check that topic out. It's going to be fire, that topic right there. Yes. It's going to be really, really good. Okay? So you guys have an amazing, amazing morning. Peace, y'all. Peace. 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 Peace, 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 y'all. Peace. Peace, peace.